Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark. This is MacGyver's Garage. And today we're back out here. So 4 days ago, I did the ETS Turndown pipe install. Took the stock exhaust completely out and it mounts just to the back of the cat. So it's about that long, turn down tip, aims it down at the ground. Yesterday, spent like 6 hours in the car. Drove, met some people, and then drove some more. Got to Hallett Motor Speedway motor racing circuit. It's a road circuit. Spent quite a bit of time up there. Did quite a few laps. Got to go up there with my son. My mom was actually in town, so she rode with me. I've got a reaction video, and I'll show you a little bit of that in here too. But the problem that I found is the drone inside of the car. It's absolutely ridiculous. Outside of the car, it's not that bad. It actually sounds pretty cool. But driving it is horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible. I had a headache. My mom had a headache. My ears were ringing. 6 hours in the car with a drone that is ridiculous. You want to accelerate super fast so you can get up to speed and then get off the throttle as much as possible so that you are avoiding. There are certain areas where the tone, the resonance inside is just, it's awful. And with it being cold right now, with the windows down, it's not that bad. With the windows down, it's not that bad. I had to have the windows cracked, even though it's like 28 degrees right now, and it was just as cold yesterday. I had to have the windows cracked. With the windows completely up, the sound in there just vibrates and it pulsates and it kills your ears. So today we're taking it off and we're putting the stock back on. So I'm gonna get this thing back into the middle of the garage here, get it jacked up, get it back on jack stands and start installing the stock exhaust back on. So let's do this. Let's go. I've tried using my good microphone and you just can't get the volume and the tone of this to record. It is so loud, especially in this enclosed garage. All right, last cold start with this system on, then we're pulling it off. I don't think I've shown you guys this before, but with the car being lowered and having these maxed in side skirts and front lip and rear spats, I've got to use a block system. And so I go with a 1 inch and then two 2-inch to get up on top. And so really it's about 4 inches of lift because, you know, even though we know they're called 2x4s or these are 2x6s, they're really only about 1.5 inches thick. So about 3 inches and then another about inch on the bottom. So we got about 4 inches that we lift it. Gives us plenty of room to get the jack. Even though I've got a low profile jack, when you add the block for BMW, Mini or the Supra, that block that goes into the piece down here, it lifts it up, it raises it quite a bit. One of the ways I've done it, if I don't get it up quite so high, is I actually reach under, hold the block in the receptacle, slide the jack under, and then get the jack to seat against it and do it that way. But this works a whole lot easier. Another thing I will say is if you are running the Maxton kit, make sure that you get your jack far enough in that it's not gonna catch the inner lip. All right, so this is what I pulled off. This is the ETS Turndown pipe. Mounts right under there, just like this, facing out. Loud. It's not even the loudness outside. It is the drone inside the car. About 55 pounds going back under the car. All right, so I got it all reinstalled. Got all my tools taken care of. So what I used, I've got the Torx and then the internal Torx. So an E16, use that for the cross brace along with I've got these 16-point impacts, 13 millimeter. I used my impact gun, and then I had some extensions, a 1/4 inch drive, 3/8, or 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch, and 1/4 inch to get that last little bolt that's on the cross member. Pretty quick install, and really putting it on and off. Hardest part was actually getting this piece to fit onto the cat and then pulling this piece back off of the cat. Those were the hardest parts by far. But got it all buttoned back up. I'm gonna get the car back down, get the stuff put away, and we'll start it up. I'm sure it's gonna sound back to stock, which will be a lot better. All right, let's get a start now that we've got the exhaust back on. So I tried the ETS Turndown pipe, and you know, it makes a lot of noise. It actually does sound good outside of the car. You know, going past people, it sounds pretty incredible. But inside the car, it's hard to live with. If you do a lot of track days, I think it'd be pretty cool to swap out whatever exhaust you're running with the turn-down pipe for track days. If you're doing drag, if you've got a track-specific car or a drag-specific car, throwing something like that on, I think would be pretty cool. But for somebody that daily drives a car like I do, it's just a little too aggressive. The drone inside is just way too penetrating to the ears. It just absolutely destroys your ears. So I'm gonna be selling mine. If anybody out there is interested, let me know. But so that's that. Got this one reinstalled. No exhaust leaks. Everything's running good. Everything's good. Exhaust tips are nice and aligned, even, flush. I've got the valve reinstalled. Everything's working there. Now I will say that when I took it off, one time I did run through Sport. I've got the car set up with the Bimmer code so that it always starts in Sport. But just to see if I could get the pops to kind of calm down, because with the down pipe, just to the turn down pipe, the pops are pretty apparent. And so driving through the neighborhood, especially at like 6 a.m. or earlier, I didn't want that, and so I went into sport, or out of sport mode into normal mode, and I did get a check engine light for the valve not working, for the valve not being plugged in. And so I've reconnected it. Everything works good now. I ran it through, no check engine light, hit cycles. You can hear the valve change, so everything is good there. Appreciate you guys checking this out. If you have any comments, any questions, or you want to buy my ETS Turndown pipe, throw it down in the questions, down in the comment section down below. Appreciate you guys checking this out. I will see you next time.